Hi, and welcome to General IELTS Help Test Preparation videos. These listening videos and materials are taken from gieltshelp.com. For more practice like this, visit us there and join the full course. In these videos, we're going to be talking about the IELTS listening section. Now that we've covered the key strategies, we can apply these to the different parts of the listening section and then look at also some more specific skills for different types of questions that you will see. For these videos, we're going to be using AE Help's IELTS Test Preparation Curriculum book, and we're going to look at Test 1. So at this time, you should print the listening section of Test 1, which goes from page 80 to page 89. Again, that's in the curriculum book. And also, very importantly, you need to print the transcripts for Test 1 listening section. The transcripts are the written part of the dialogue that the speakers are saying, and you're going to find that from pages 178 to 187. So again, before you start watching these videos, print page 80 to 89 of the curriculum book and 178 to 187 of the curriculum book. Okay, so again, these are the listening section videos, and in these videos, I'm going to teach you a few different kinds of skills and practice that you should do before the IELTS exam to improve your score. The first thing that we're going to look at is we're going to look at visualizing information. The second thing that we're going to look at is predicting information using critical thinking. The third part that we will look at is note-taking for comprehension. And then the fourth thing that we're going to look at is paraphrasing, again for comprehension. And then we're going to look fifth at some specific skills and notes, such as timing, instructions, and answers, which includes, of course, spelling. So again, these lessons will be broken into these 5 parts: visualizing information, predicting, critical thinking, note-taking and comprehension, paraphrasing and comprehension. Number 5, specific skills and notes, which include timing, instructions, answers, spelling. And then we're going to look at a few different kinds of questions, just so you're very clear on how you should be answering those. Okay, so first step, let's have a look at part 1 of the questions. Now again, remember that in the IELTS listening, you have time to look at the questions before you have to answer. So there's going to be an introduction to the listening section, and then you will be asked to look at section 1 of the listening, and you will be given some time to review the questions, as well as given an example so that you kind of know what you're doing. It's very important that you use this time well to help you answer correctly. So let's first listen to this introduction before we look even at how we should predict some questions.
This recording is copyrighted by 2 Think One Solutions Inc. and World ESL Tutors. You will hear several different recordings and you will answer questions on what you hear. There will be time given to read the instructions and questions, and you will be given a chance to check your work. The recordings will be played only once. The test is made up of 4 sections. At the end of the test, you will have 10 minutes to transfer your answers to the answer sheet.
Okay, so during the few seconds that you have to review the section questions, the first step that you need to do is you need to try to visualize the topic. This will help prepare your brain for the information that's coming. So during question review time, all right, so again, during this time, the first step that you need to take is visualize the topic. So here, the topic is a gym membership. So let's do an example here, gym membership. And this means, of course, to join a gym. So what we want to do here is we want to visualize everything that's connected to joining a gym. Now, most of us have seen some kind of a gym, if not in real life, maybe in the movies. A gym is basically a place where people go to exercise. Now, these places have lots of different kinds of equipment and machines. So when we close our eyes, we should try to see in our mind this large building where we go in. There's going to be a reception. At the reception, there will be someone standing there who helps people that go to the gym, maybe checks their membership pass as they enter in. Now, if we close our eyes again, we should see different kinds of machines. So, for example, we see running machines. We see weightlifting happening. Maybe some people are lifting weights above their head and so on to get stronger. Also, of course, in the gym, people get tired, they get thirsty, they get hungry. So there's maybe a snack bar or somewhere where we can buy some drinks and some snacks for some energy and food. So we need to see all these in our mind. Maybe there's a place to relax and chat for the members as well. Also, it's very likely there's a change room with showers and so on to get freshened up. So again, you should see the reception, weightlifting equipment, such as dumbbells. Dumbbells are the things that we lift like this. Running machines. Maybe a snack bar with maybe chocolates and drinks. You should see a change room, perhaps a water fountain. Maybe one more thing that I just remembered as I'm trying to see all of this in my mind, maybe some fitness clothing. So again, these are all ideas, and not just ideas, but pictures that I need to have clearly inside of my head very quickly in the first 10 seconds so that my brain is much more prepared for the information. Plus, look at all the vocabulary that's coming into our minds here. when we visualize, because of course when we see the pictures, it helps us to remember the words that we learned, which are connected to exercise and weightlifting and a gym membership. So again, visualization is extremely important. It's a very good chance that you're going to see these kinds of words and this information as you're listening. Once you visualize the topic, another quick step to take before the audio starts is to just use a bit of critical thinking and try to predict what might be happening in the audio. So let's look at a little bit of the critical thinking and predicting before we listen to the audio now. Okay, so again, before you hear the audio, just to give you a much better chance to get the correct answers, there's one more technique to practice, especially before you get to the IELTS exam, and this is critical listening. So this is again before the audio, practice some critical listening. This basically means that what you need to do is ask what, why, how about the topic. Now, when you're at home practicing for the IELTS, you should write this down, okay? So make sure you write it down. During the test, you don't have time to write this down, but you should try to quickly ask and answer these questions in your mind. We're going to do that for the example that we're working with. Again, we're looking at gym memberships here. So let's ask what, why, how. So first, what is a gym membership? So a gym membership, of course, is when we pay for a club so that we can go and work out when we would like for a month, 2 months, a half a year, or a year. So it is becoming a part of a fitness center by paying a fee. Okay, so then of course the second question is why? Why do people join a gym? So why do we join a gym? Of course the answer here is because usually we like to stay in good shape, stay fit, stay healthy, maybe release some stress. It's a hobby. It's a good opportunity to socialize. So again, all of these answers start to come into our mind when we ask these questions. Remember, there is no question that's too simple. So just ask the question and answer clearly. So why do we join a gym? To stay fit or healthy. release stress, and even to socialize. Socialize means to meet some new friends or some new people. Okay, and then of course a very important question, and this is extremely important for the listening section, is the how. So the question here is, how do we join a gym? So how do we join a gym? Well, we usually go in, we talk to someone who represents the gym, usually at the reception. We have to fill out a form, maybe ask some questions, pay some money, and then of course we can start our workouts. So how do we join a gym? Talk to a receptionist, give personal information. Now, what kind of personal information do we give? Well, we give our personal information such as the address, phone number, and so on. And then we choose some kind of plan. So we might choose to work out for 1 month in the beginning, or half a year, or a full year. Usually the longer membership you buy, the cheaper it is. And again, all of this kind of information starts to come to our mind, and you'll see that it's very important, and you'll hear a lot of this in this example. So choose membership type and pay. Okay, so again, remember to practice both of the skills of visualizing and critical thinking for listening sections, especially at home, so that when you sit the IELTS exam, you can do this much faster, and it's going to really help to increase your score. So in this example, we've done this. Now that we have a more clear idea and we can kind of predict or guess what this will be about, let's listen to section 1 of the listening. So have your paper in front of you. You should be looking at pages 80, 81, 82 of the curriculum book. And now we will listen and look at the questions. You can answer the questions if you'd like, but it's not necessary at this time. It's just important to listen and see how the information you hear is connected to what we just did. So let's look and listen. To see the rest of this video and for lots more help with the general IELTS, please visit us at gieltshelp.com and join the full course.